we're about to take off on our flight over Kuala Lumpur. Look at that, guys. We're flying right next to the Merdeka Tower, the second largest tower in the entire world. Insane. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to another beautiful day here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Now today I'm actually talking to you guys quite early. This is the earliest I've turned on the camera this entire trip. It's actually 7 a.m. but I've been up for around 2 hours now because, well, we got a very exciting day. We're actually about to do something that I didn't even know you could do here in the city. However, today we're gonna experience this together. Now, right now I'm actually at the Subang airport. This is actually where a lot of the domestic and private chartered flights leave from. This used to be the main and only airport here in Kuala Lumpur until recent years, when the Kuala Lumpur International Airport that we actually flew into was created. But yeah, guys, this is where today's adventure is kicking off. Now, we actually just got here from driving about 45 minutes from Kuala Lumpur City Center, and let me just tell you guys, it was extremely smooth, extremely easy. I got here via Grab, which is like Uber, and it literally cost me $12 US for the whole 45-minute journey. Insane. But yeah, Subang Airport. You're probably asking yourself, yo, Chris, what the hell are you doing at the airport? Are you leaving Malaysia? What's going on? And well, the answer is no, guys, I'm not leaving Malaysia. However, there is one thing that we all know. Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur specifically, has one of the most iconic, legendary skylines in the world. And well, yesterday I got to doing some research and I was like, it'd be really cool to get a bird's eye view of the city. Is there any helicopter tours, private plane tours that we could contact and quite possibly squeeze in before leaving? And guess what, guys? I actually got a hold of a company that had one slot available for this morning's flight, and I was fortunately able to secure myself a spot. So today we're gonna be going on an adventure with a company called Skyliners Kuala Lumpur. They're one of the most trusted flight companies in the area, and they actually partner right now with Malaysian Airlines. So very exciting stuff. Right now we're gonna jump on in. I'm gonna grab myself some breakfast and coffee because I do have plenty of time in advance, but I'm excited because I want to share this adventure with you guys. I've watched plenty of videos of Kuala Lumpur before on YouTube prior to coming out here, but I never saw one that documented this experience. So join me, guys, for an awesome adventure from here in Malaysia. I'm so stoked. So stoked. So I'm glad I came in here early. Look, there's plenty of places for breakfast. This place called Toast Box. What's over here? A Burger King. Over in this way, there's actually a coffee bean and tea leaf. But I'm gonna go to the old faithful Starbucks. Now, wow, they also got a pharmacy in here as well too. So if you end up booking a little tour like I'm going on right now, and you find yourself a little nervous, a little sick to the stomach from being so anxious, you can come here and get something. And all of that would just go right out the window. But no, guys, seriously, I'm so excited for this. I couldn't actually sleep too well last night thinking about it, and that's probably why you see like the big heavy bags under my eyes. But yeah, it feels good to be like this excited about an adventure. It's been a long time since I've had like this you know, the butterfly feeling. It's awesome. All right, so I got myself a little stacked breakfast, and I actually went hard because I'm a little bit hungry. I got myself a curry puff. I never heard of this, from Starbucks, and a egg and cheese croissant with a caramel macchiato. Now, Starbucks isn't usually where I kick off my days, but when I'm flying and at the airport, I definitely always go to Old Faithful. Now, I don't know why I'm a little bit nervous this morning, because I've done this plenty of times. I actually used to jump out of aircraft when I was in the military. I jumped out of Twin Otters, Black Hawks, C-130s, C-17s, Chinooks, all kinds of incredible different aircraft. But something about boarding a four-person plane gets me a little bit. I have some butterflies, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but this is exciting. It's not every day that you get to fly over one of the most incredible skylines in the world. Now, the reason why I actually looked for this adventure was because, well, a lot of people don't know that you can actually fly over Kuala Lumpur. People know that you can take helicopter flights around New York City, around Los Angeles, and yeah, pretty much every other big city in the world. But I guess here in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, it's not really advertised all that much. So this experience is hopefully gonna be able to will open your eyes to another experience that you can have when here in the city. And if you're a local person, let me know. Did you guys know that you can fly around the skyline here in Kuala Lumpur? Because literally I just discovered this yesterday and people have been giving me hundreds of recommendations, but this simply wasn't one of them. I don't know why. So yeah, exciting stuff. I'm gonna smash this breakfast and then I'm gonna be meeting up with my guide today. His name is Zarif, and also the pilot whose name is Nick. Now I actually spoke to them yesterday. Super cool guys. I'm excited to meet them. One of the things I love to do when I actually go out and book tours is actually contact the people, talk to them by phone. That way I can see their personalities, or well, at least get a little feel of their personalities. And these guys seem super awesome, so I'm excited to meet them. You want to know how I'm a little bit nervous right now? Because I'm actually sitting here scrolling through Skyliners Malaysia Instagram right now, looking at all of their pictures, their videos, and yeah, look at this, guys. Look how insane this looks. Like, I can't believe this is about to be us right now. Look at how close they fly towards like the Merdeka Tower. It's insane. Look at the skyline. So yeah, this here is their Instagram, Skyliners Malaysia. No, this is not sponsored at all, but definitely feel free to reach out to them if you guys want to be able to, well, have the same experience. Look at this. Amazing. I'm so stoked.
Chris, Zarif here.
Nice to meet you, man. Yo, guys, so the moment has come. I just met up with Zarif, and man, it's so good to finally meet you. It's nice to put the face to the voice, and yeah, we're about to start today's adventure. Now, he just welcomed me with a beautiful lanyard from Skyliners Malaysia, and man, I feel like I'm part of the crew now. I'm excited.
Welcome to the crew.
Thank you so much, man. And the best part about this experience as well is I was not expecting to get a boarding pass as well. So is this something that you guys always do with the customers that are joining in on the trips?
It's part of a package, yeah. I mean, they can choose to have like all this kind of packages.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes we do, but if they just want a basic flight, then we just give them a flight.
Okay, cool. So you guys accommodate to all budgets and all clientele.
Yeah, we do.
That is awesome. All right, so right now, because we are boarding an aircraft, we do have to go through security. So we're gonna go through security, then we're gonna hop into a van and head over to the hangar where we're gonna be boarding our aircraft.
Yep.
And once we get there, we'll talk a little bit more about what you guys do and how long you guys been in business for.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. Yo, this is so sick. I'm so excited. It says Gate, Sky Park, Seats, Co-Pilot. Yo, this is sick. So this is the van that we're going to be jumping into? Yep. Awesome. Yo, guys, seriously, security was an absolute breeze. And I was just telling the guys that I actually feel like I'm flying private right now. Like, this is the first time I've been able to enter an airport, leave out of a side door, and hop into a van to get, well, shuttled to the aircraft. So we just made it to where we're gonna be boarding the aircraft. Zarif is actually taking off because he's in charge of the marketing side of things here in the team, and now I'm left in good hands. I'm gonna be joined with Nick. He's gonna be the secondary pilot of the flight, or the primary pilot? How's this working? Because we're also with the legend right now.
I call him the safety pilot.
The safety pilot, okay. And now we're also going to be joined by, what's your name, sir?
Zani.
Zani.
You can call me Zane.
Zane, okay.
More stylish.
And Zane is the legend here. He's the senior pilot. How many, how does it work? Hours, miles, how does it?
Hours, since I've been flying since 95.
You've been flying since 95. Yeah, guys, I was born in 94. I'm in good hands. I'm not worried at all.
He was my classmate.
You were his classmate? Yes. Wow, amazing.
Royal Military College.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is our classmate's hangar. Late, but he passed away.
Oh,
Ismail Chari.
Yeah.
Wow, this is so cool.
Yeah, match with South American.
This is awesome. Okay.
I've been to Argentina.
Oh yeah, true. So everybody's a huge fan of Argentina.
Features, you don't step on the white.
Okay.
Black spot. So you'll go in the last.
Okay. So we're mounting right now. Right away.
Yep.
Awesome. So step right here, grab right here.
Yep.
Awesome. Yo, this is so sick. So we got headsets on, seatbelts on, and we're about to take off on our flight over Kuala Lumpur. Did you guys know that you can do this? Let me know down in the comment section. This is gonna be one of the best experiences of my life. Woo! Oh yeah, I can feel that air.
Yeah.
01, continue Tango to holding point runway 15.
Place, a new home for a while. Let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back.
Yo, I hope you guys can hear me all right, but this experience is once in a lifetime, seriously. The views up here are incredible, and you really get to see how green the city of Kuala Lumpur actually is. It's super green, it's massive, it's huge. It goes on for miles and miles, surrounded by mountains and valleys and agricultural farms. Incredible place, seriously. Look at that, guys. We're flying right next to the Merdeka Tower, the second largest tower in the entire world. Insane.
I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way, I found my way.
All right, guys, so we just touched down. Seriously, what an incredible experience that was. Seeing the city from up above is truly special. And man, sitting right behind you guys and seeing all of the work that you guys do constantly while you're up in the air is an experience on its own, seriously.
Yes, it is.
So how'd you fall in love with flying, Nick? I mean, what's your story behind falling in love with flying?
So basically, my dad is in Malaysian Airlines. So
Okay.
my whole life growing up, it's all about aviation. I've been to them at the LA when I was probably 9 years old, sitting first class, flying there. So all that experience in the sky makes me want to be a pilot.
You got it, it's safe to say you have it in the blood, huh?
But my dad's not a pilot. Yeah, he's
Oh,
not
okay.
a pilot. But I fell in love with flying, so I want to be a pilot to fly.
Wow, awesome. It's so good that you made your dream a reality too. And what you guys do here is incredible. Seriously, when you're walking around the city, you can see how massive the buildings are. But when you're actually flying up there 1,500 feet high right next to the Merdeka Tower, and there's still so much more of the building left above you, that's when you can truly grasp the size of the city. And of course, the legend himself. Thank you so much for everything.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
Incredible experience you gave us this morning. Let me brighten this up.
So
Wrong
just
way.
introduce you to the senior pilot. Basically, he was the
Director General.
Director General of the
Civil Aviation. Equivalent to FAA.
Wow.
So that's how I got
My license. He gave himself
Gave
his
it
license.
myself.
You just gave it to yourself. You're like, hey, I'm good enough.
I can give you if you want. But
I can get one too?
Yeah, but you must fly solo once at least.
Okay.
Just one.
All right.
It's your first and last.
that sounds a little bit terrible. That sounds like a challenge. A challenge accepted. Where's the key? Is there a key for an airplane? Oh no, that's the
for-
expensive key. That's the fancy key. And sir, how'd you fall in love with flying? What is the story
My
behind?
ambition was to be a fighter pilot as a child. And I
Wow.
couldn't because of my glasses. And Max ambition to be a SEAL, commando. Also cannot wear glasses, so flying.
So flying.
Oh yes.
Why not? And I feel like when you're up in the sky, I don't know, I felt a little bit of like, I don't know, my body went into like a little meditation back there. Like it's just nice looking down.
right.
And I feel like that's what you guys get out of flying as well, right?
Yep.
It's also very peaceful.
what happened?
Oh
I think
no,
I hit something.
small accident.
What? Ada lang coming out.
Coming all the
Coming out of the plane. All right, guys. So right now we're actually getting a little tour of other aircraft here in the hangar. This is another part of the experience that's super awesome. If you guys are into aircraft, into flying, you can come around and just pick their brains and ask them literally anything. Nick is an expert. Zarif is an expert as well. And they'll be more than help you. Now, I wanted to sit down with you guys actually, because like I told you guys in the beginning of this video, this is not sponsored at all. I came out here and did this because I wanted to enjoy this experience. Now, I really appreciate you guys so much. So can you guys tell me a little bit more about your business and like how can people contact you guys, reach out to you guys?
Okay, on the business side, you can contact Zarif.
Okay.
Yeah, we have our Instagram, skyliners.my. We're also on TikTok by the same name. So basically, we have a booking website which you guys can just hop onto and then make a booking, small deposit of about 200 ringgit. And once you're booked, you can choose a time slot, date, and we meet you at the meeting point, and you can just enjoy your flight. Yeah, all you have to do is book like 2 days before.
Wow, okay, so 2 days in advance. Not like me, like 1 day in advance. Luckily, you guys were able to make it happen though for me, and I'm super grateful for that, seriously. And wow, their personalities are amazing as well. So definitely another thing that makes the adventure truly special.
Also, I'm gonna add, so when you book, it's not only for one person, it's for the whole flight. So you can bring 3 person on board, and excluding the pilot, obviously. The pilot will be total of 4 people on the small aircraft.
Oh, super cool. So I didn't know that. So you actually pay for the aircraft, and you can come by yourself or bring up to 3 people.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Amazing. And I'm not going to talk to you guys too much about prices because prices do change. We all know that we're living in a world where inflation's crazy. Prices go up, gas prices go up. But let me just tell you something. This is extremely affordable, especially if you're doing it in a group of 3. Roughly, the flight experience I was on today would have costed roughly around $150 a person, $120 a person, depending on the time of year you come on out. Seriously, incredible. And you're flying over one of the most iconic, legendary skylines. Seeing the Petronas towers from up above, the Merdeka Tower, was truly something special. Now, what actually sparked your guys' interest to actually start this company?
Okay, so basically after I graduated flying school, I was with the airlines, but due to the pandemic actually, so it's a blessing in disguise.
Okay.
After the pandemic, I started to fly more to the general aviation side instead of commercial. So I see that the public doesn't really know anything about aviation, and in Malaysia especially, they don't know you can actually do this. It's an experience. So what actually brought up is a lot of people were asking me how to become a pilot actually. So they're not exposed to this environment and this industry. So what they want to do is actually have their own feel of a small aircraft when you train the start. So that's actually why I wanted to start this company, to actually introduce aviation to the public, just for the love, and maybe they want future pilots, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Because
when I was in flying school as well, there were a lot of cases where pilots actually, once they step in and they fly, they have that fear and they don't actually enjoy it. But they did all the papers, they wasted their time studying, because in Malaysia you have to finish about 18 papers, then you can hop on in a plane and fly.
And
So,
that's also very expensive
very
too,
expensive. It's about 400,000 ringgit, Malaysia ringgit.
Wow.
And almost $500,000 just for a pilot license, commercial pilot license. So I had a couple of cases where they already step in and they said, this is not my thing. So before you do that, maybe you should try on, then you think about it, you know what I mean?
Or you simply come out and do this experience like I am, and then now you're just super interested on what all those buttons do, what everything does, and then now you're like, you know what, I'm gonna be a pilot like Nick one day.
Yeah. So
Super awesome.
Also what we help as well, we help not just flying, in just getting in the aviation industry. So how to become let's say an engineer, what to do, what do I study, or even to have their own pilot license but not commercial. So it's called a private pilot license. How do I fly an American plane? How do I fly a Malaysian plane? All that we would actually help the public and let them know more about aviation. That's basically it.
Wow, super cool. And you know what I really enjoy about this company, guys, is that I'm just gonna keep it real and honest with you guys, like I always do. There's a lot of tour companies and tour agencies out there here in Malaysia that are actually owned by foreigners, and it's nice to come out and actually support a business that's Malaysian owned and operated. And man, you guys love your country, you guys love your city, just everything. All the information you were telling me as we were flying over the skyline, I had no idea about it. It was impressive.
Yeah. So let me just tell you about the flying side a bit. So just now was the booking side. So once you book and you fly, so we'll be taking off from runway 15 in Subang. We'll actually maintain about 1,500 feet above sea level. And we'll track to PJ, which is Petaling Jaya, the city of Petaling Jaya. There we will enter the city. We will fly around the city about 10 to 15 minutes. You'll obviously see all the beautiful big buildings and the Twin Towers, the KL Tower, the Merdeka Towers, all the what do you call it? All the buildings, and then we'll hit to Mon Kiara area where you can actually see the Royal Palace as well. I think Chris saw the Istana Negara.
Yes,
it's a no-fly zone, so we'll fly beside it, and then we'll hit to the Damansara area, and then back to Subang. That's basically how. It's just more to the feel of it, of aviation, but because we're so close to the city, you actually get the city as well.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's awesome. Truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And the fact that you can cover all of it in a matter of 45 minutes. Let me just tell you guys, I've been in Kuala Lumpur for around 2 weeks now. You can't make it from one side of the city to the other in a car in 45 minutes. The traffic is incredibly bad. So come on out here, enjoy the experience. Nick, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Next time I come to Kuala Lumpur, you guys are definitely on my list. Zarif, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And once again, guys, I'll leave all of their contact information down below. Please, they did say you can make a reservation 2 days in advance, but I would hate for you guys to come here and miss out on this opportunity. So make a reservation a couple weeks in advance. Once you book your flight out to Kuala Lumpur, make your reservation. That way you can secure a slot because, as I mentioned, you're getting a drone view, a bird's eye view. Doesn't matter how you want to call it, and you'll never get that just walking around. So thank you guys so much.
Cheers.
Let's get out of the aircraft because it's super hot. Oh, man. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining me on today's adventure. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you guys thought about it down below. Let me know what you guys thought about the incredible views of Kuala Lumpur, and I'll see you guys again soon for another adventure from here in Malaysia. Later, guys.
You were always my